All right, Coach Pate. Your first week into your first fall as the coach. How's everything going for you guys so far?
Slow. We've had some steady attrition as the summer's gone on. I think as the expectations and the demands, number of workouts to play and certain things I ask them to do, we've lost some of the people at the top class, and so that's been a little frustrating. We're going to be under 50 players, and we're going to be real young. We'll start 8 sophomores here this year, so we don't have that many seniors who have played a lot of football. And luckily I have a couple juniors who are good skill players, but we have our best class is numbers 23, and that's our sophomore class. So it is what it is. We may take some lumps this year playing guys that are that young, but if we can keep them together for 3 years, they'll be sporty.
Can you talk about some of the guys who stood out for you so far?
Well, we're going to go from more of an air raid type offense. We're going to go to an option attack, and that fits who we are. Our quarterback is 5'9", 165 pounds. He's got good feet. He can throw the ball across his body some. He's better off getting on the edge and running off play action than he is standing back in the pocket with cut protection. So we're going to base out of some option and misdirection and play action the football. I'm really excited about Logan McAllister, and he's just a sophomore. He's pushing 6'4", 240 now. He has a chance to be a Division I player as an offensive tackle. He'll also play some defensive end for us, but he's 1,000 pounds last week in the 3 core lifts, bench, squat, and power clean, which is awful good. Camden Arrow, 260 pounder, will start at center for us and play some nose guard. I really like him. An instinctive player that probably led them in total number of tackles and assists last year was Gabe Reyna as a sophomore. He'll be a junior now. Not only will he call our defenses to Mike, but he's also going to be in the 2 7-on-7s we have. He was our most explosive receiver. So we'll figure out a way to get him to the ball. The thing is we're not going to throw the ball 50 times a game. Heck, we may not throw the ball 10 times a game. We've got to learn how to run the option. We've got to learn how to make first downs, and by doing that, hopefully we'll take some possessions away from the other team. But he has a chance. Willie Holly at running back and outside linebacker will be a good football player as a junior. J.J. Robideau is one of our few seniors, and he's done well. He'll be a nice pulling guard for us. And another senior that'll see extensive action at B-back, and also as a fill-in on one of the outside backers is Colton Kirkland. And he's explosive to the mesh. And if you're going to run the option, you got to have a fast B-back and quick B-back and a fast quarterback, and we'll have that. Now, what worries me is the depth. What worries me is the depth of the offensive line, and it's not real deep. We don't have a lot of running backs who've ever toted the ball. Now, we do have some depth at the defensive line. I think we can roll 8 or 9 guys out there that we can get in the game and put their hand down and pressure folks. So that's the positive. This is the learning curve for these guys. Different offense, different defense, different special teams, a lot of differences. Now, when you're inexperienced and you haven't learned how to play from behind and you don't know how sometimes to handle adversity, we'll see how that plays out. I'm optimistic, but at the same time, I know where we're at.
Now, you've been at places before where you had to turn around.
Oh, absolutely. The last one was a huge turnaround.
Right. So how important is that first year kind of establishing and kind of changing the culture?
Very important. You don't lift, you don't play. You don't practice, you don't play. You get in trouble in school, you don't play. So we have to develop the off-the-field culture as well as the on-the-field culture. And I think we can do that. I'm very pleased with the freshmen, 11 freshmen out here, and a nice sophomore class. I'm very pleased with them because they say this is new to them, so they're buying in. We had some of the seniors who decided to leave us, and I hate that, but you gotta get in the boat, and everybody's got to pull them oars and row.